Okay, Keir, so a bumper crowd today on Boxing Day for us to see us win 6-0 away at Calne. A comfortable day out for you. Are you happy with that?
Yeah, probably just shows how far we've come now. I think when I took over, we were both in Division 1, Calne and Corsham. Calne were top and I took over a squad that was in 7th place. So since then we've now both gone up a league through the promotion. I know it was only after 10 games. We beat them earlier on in the season, 4-0, and then today we've triumphed and won 6-0. So natural progression would suggest that we are on the up, and they are unfortunately on the decline at the moment. A tough afternoon for them. Went down to 10 men very early, and then lots of injuries in the second half. Meant they used all their subs, and then their keeper got injured, which means they had a centre half go in goal. So then they were playing with 9 and not a recognised keeper, so probably the worst day possible for them and the best for us. We're really clinical in front of goal. Maybe could have had a couple more if I'm being really greedy, but I don't think they had a shot all game. And we finished the year as it stands right now in 2nd place. And I think when we spoke at the start of the year, if you would have said, "Do you think you'll be at 2nd come Boxing Day?" I would have told you no. And today the boys have just shown how far we've come as a group, as a collective, the management, and since the new ownership of Corsham under Joe. And I think that's the development we're obviously looking to progress as much as possible. We're really ambitious. So I know there's a couple of games that are going to take place, one this afternoon, one tomorrow, which could see us change position. But as I speak to you right now, we've done our bit, and we are 2nd place behind Bishop's Cleeve, the current leaders. So magnificent section of the season done. We go into 2022 hungry, looking for more of a busy January, and lots of work to be done. But a lovely feeling right now as a manager when things go right, and have done for a long majority of this season. So if we can have a little break now, a little week off, recharge the batteries, make sure anyone that needs looking after gets the treatment they need, and then we go into January with a busy schedule, a couple of cup games in there as well, so the squad will get used. But brilliant afternoon for myself, for the management, all the hard work that we put in, the players. I'm hard on them a lot of the times, to make sure that we know what we expect of them, and they produce today, and they have so far during the season. So we'll have a bit of time off now, reflect, and look how we can improve, ready for the next part of the season.
The first 10 minutes of the game was fairly even. I know it's too early to call, but how much did the sending off affect the game?
Yeah, it was huge. I mean, I think we were 1-0 up at the time. Higgs took his goal really well, and then when that happens, they couldn't really get out, and it's disappointment. It was a rash tackle. I didn't really have a good view of it, whether some people said it was a yellow, some people said it was a red. But it's one of those situations where I think it did change the look on the game. We managed to dominate for long periods, and to spend maybe 85 minutes of the game without the ball, it's going to tire. And we picked them off at really good times. We went in half time 3-0 up. Jenks got his first goal since rejoining, and then in the second half, really clinical. Rog, Chrissy, and Cam Allen to seal the win. Like I said, it could have been a few more, but the sending off changed the outcome of the game. It was very competitive for the first 10 minutes. I always thought we looked on top, but once we went ahead, I didn't think there was any way back for them.
And you said just then we think we're at the moment we're 2nd. You said both on and off camera to sort of wait and see where we are at Christmas, to sort of see where we're going to fit in on this in this league this year. Lots of teams have games in hand on us. Are you still confident that maybe we could finish in the top 4 this season?
And I think that's the aim for us, definitely. You can only go on what's been played. Games in hand, I'd rather have points on the board, and we're sitting in 2nd at the minute, so we can talk about that for a little bit. We can talk about Corsham Town, who are now second place in the Hellenic Prem. When I took over, as I said at the start, we were 7th in Division 1. So, I can take some pride in that. I know there's nothing done yet, but we can look forward to the January fixtures, we can enjoy being confident, and we can enjoy being in and around that top four and everything to play for. I mean, there's no reason why we can't go and stay in that top four. But like we've spoke about after the Bishop's Cleeve game, I think one bad result will see you drop down to maybe 5th, 6th or 7th. So we've just got to make sure that we're not complacent. We still do the things that that we're good at, that we've got us here, and hopefully kick on. So a really enjoyable afternoon. Thank you to all the supporters that have tuned in and watched all our highlights and the interviews and come to watch us home and away. The following and support that I've had from all of you has been absolutely superb through this part of the season. So hopefully we'll go into the new year exactly the same, and we can have something to sing about at the end of the season. Who knows?
And lastly, do you have a man of the match for today?
Tough one for me. Like, I'd probably give it to Swanee. Right back, I think he's involved in nearly every single good bit of work. Jenks had a really, really good game. Higgs got 2 goals and was unselfish, and he set up 2 or 3 extra chances. Chrissy was really good again. Rog was brilliant. You couldn't give it to one of the back four or Brownie based on defensive play, but I think Swanee at right back going forward, he was so creative today, and I think he got the ball rolling for us. But between him and Higgy today, so yeah, they're probably my 2 standout. But it was nice to see Jaden back in, getting some minutes. Obviously he was ill at the start of the month and struggled to get his place back, but he's been absolutely superb through the season so far. So it was important that we keep him fresh, and we've got a lot of games and fixtures coming up over January, so the whole squad will get used. And just a really solid afternoon, but won't get carried away. Like I said to you, we don't get too excited. There was no sing-songs or anything after today. We just brush ourselves down, move on. Don't get too excited when we win. Don't get too down when we lose.